no internet signal because we're in an archaeological ruins on the coast of Panama. Seeing few other options, I casually switch out Mark's name card with that of a minor president on a better table. I ferry the name cards inconspicuously in my handbag so the staff who have emerged and are milling around don't notice, and then breathe a sigh of relief and let the team know what I've done. He wants to sit next to Castro, Javi says. Not happening, I respond. Javi's my favourite of the co-workers here tonight, Javier Olivan, in charge of growth at Facebook, which means he's the person responsible for getting the billions who still aren't on the platform to sign up. Javi's a laid-back Spaniard and one of the few people in top management with a sense of humour. When the heads of state finally start arriving, my job is to manage pull-asides. I used to work at an embassy, and pull-asides is diplomatic jargon for exactly what you'd think, pulling to one side the person you want to talk to. Mark waits on the edge of the crowd, not convinced about any of this. It's my job at Facebook to run international policy, and to make this matter, I need to get Mark engaged in the issues and politics Facebook encounters and creates in the world. Some things that a company needs done on the international stage, only the CEO can do. It's just that this CEO doesn't want to. Mark is deeply skeptical of all this, and he plainly does not enjoy it. My first target is the Prime Minister of Canada, Stephen Harper. I take a breath, steel myself an approach. Hello, Prime Minister Harper, I say. I'm Sarah Wynn-Williams from Facebook. You'll remember me from all the data center and privacy stuff. Look, it's not a great start, but it's all I've got. And yes, remember me is definitely a stretch. We've never met personally. And if he does remember our data center negotiations, he might feel we screwed his government over. Facebook got them to agree to a bunch of concessions, and then we built the data center in Iowa. He just stares blankly at me, like I'm a wart on his foot. Out of the periphery of my eye, I see Javi looking relieved that I'm sourcing heads of state for Mark. Anyway, I'm here with Mark Zuckerberg. I pause. His expression is inscrutable. I was wondering whether you wanted to meet him. No, Prime Minister Harper says firmly, I wouldn't. I hear the deflating sound of "ugh" beside me and realise that Javi has brought Mark over with him and he is standing right next to me for this exchange. Prime Minister Harper moves off to mingle with other heads of state. Mark and I just stand there, looking at each other. I turn to Javi, who declares, I'm getting mojitos for all of us, and strides off to the bar, leaving me and Mark in an uncomfortable silence. Make sure that doubles, I call after him. For the rest of the cocktail hour, the political leaders avoid us. No one approaches Mark. He's not used to this, to being ignored. Usually, he's hounded by people who think he's the most interesting person in the room. Now, he stands awkwardly in the middle of this fancy party, a fish out of water. The three of us down the mojitos Javi has gotten, and I send him back for more. I go to double-check that Mark's table seating is secure and realise I've been rumbled and the seats switched back. I try swapping the name cards again with an even lesser-known presidents and stand by and watch as they get switched back within minutes. The lights start to dim, signalling the end of the drinks and the beginning of the dinner, and I quickly lay out the situation to Mark. Do I have to stay? He asks earnestly. No, I answer, conscious that his night has been rather peculiar already. Then let's leave. And right at that moment, the lights go out, except for one lone spotlight, pointed at
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.